on, Nico. Let's go out. Oh, it's cold, right? Come on. Gonna walk? Let's go. When people think about Mobile Legends, I want to be one of the first names that pops into mind.
Everybody has dreams.
I want to be the first in the world. I want to win a world championship.
But few have the will to achieve them.
Winning a few world championship titles, to me, that's the best feeling in the world.
When talent and determination come together.
MobaZane! He outplays a 1v4! Oh! Double kill for MobaZane!
My God, the hype about MobaZane is just way too real.
The world can't help but take notice.
I think we're gonna win it all.
The missing man was finally found.
Make some noise for the boys from North America, the Valley!
Embrace the legend that is MobaZane.
MobaZane, he is untouchable.
Zane, come on and walk in and look at the camera.
Zane interview, take one, marker.
And action.
It's very peaceful in Long Island, but sometimes it could be bad because it's not nearly as fun and entertaining as New York City might be. But it's a very calm, quiet, peaceful area. It's mostly suburbs out here. Not a whole lot going on. Definitely would have shaped me differently if I grew up in a busy city. It definitely would have.
He was very quiet when he was young, and he was also sweet. He was a good kid. Both my kids actually were very good. Raising two boys as a single mom was tough because I worked full-time. I only stayed home 4 months after I had each of them, Zane and Scott. Then I went back to work full-time. My mother had passed away before they were born, so I have no help here, no family, so it wasn't easy. But I managed. I
realized that something about my family and everything about that single-parent household, it's not too common around here, but yeah, I definitely picked up on it. I would go over to friends' houses and they would always have both parents in a really nice house. So I would think about that a lot. I would remember that we wouldn't really have a lot of money growing up as well, and I'm sure that that's because she was just a single parent with no help at all really whatsoever. So it was really tough on her. It's a massive sacrifice, you know, to spend on your children and not on yourself, so I respect that a lot about her. There has to be a lot of sacrifices done in order for that to happen, and of course I can appreciate that and love her for it. I think I always liked to be pretty competitive. I used to really enjoy playing soccer as well, and I would always try to be really good at that as well. I switched a few positions, defense, goalkeeper. I really liked being the goalkeeper. And I don't know, just slowly over time, I started getting more and more used to just coming home and from school, playing video games, and then I just slowly started to realize that I'm actually pretty good at them.
When he was in junior high, he was on the laptop constantly playing some pirate game. He was up all night, getting up late for school. He would fight constantly about that. I just told him, you know, you could play, but you gotta get up for school and you can't keep doing this. He'd say, okay, and then he'd be back playing on the computer, you know. He would listen, you know, so I took his laptop to work, and then when he started behaving, I gave it back to him. I don't know when he did his homework. I guess he did it in school, because I didn't see him doing it at home. It was a little difficult. His grades did good. He was fine and everything. I thought it was a big waste of time. You know, when he was playing these games, I didn't think anything was going to come of it until some guy from esports contacted him because he was on the leaderboard and they wanted him to move into a gaming house in Texas, and he's like, we gotta move my stuff. I said, are you kidding me?
A little bit after starting ML, I'd switched games, and that was the first tournament I ever joined.
Yeah, I wanted him to graduate high school, finish high school. He was still in high school, and I said it wasn't gonna happen. He wasn't happy, but he didn't go. I told him, you don't know who these people are, you know, how can you do this?
My mom thought it was a joke or something, so it was pretty hard to try and convince her, but eventually once she started seeing the flights and all that, she started believing me.
When he told me, you know, he was gonna be traveling, like he had said, they want me to go to Brazil, and I said, oh sure, Mike, don't believe everything you hear, I don't think it's happening. Then he came to me and said, I need your passport. Since he was a minor, I had to go as a guardian, so then when he told me that, I was like, oh, it really is happening. And then after Brazil, we went to Australia, and I could see what was happening then.
It was just far out, you know, because we never really went on too many vacations, and that was definitely my first one to South America. And then just meeting all these people that I've known online for months and months, it was kind of, it was just fascinating. And being in a whole different country, the culture's all different. And that's the point where I kind of realized where you could actually start to do stuff like this and just play video games at the very highest level and actually make a career off of it. High school for me was a really good experience, although I tried not to make too many friends. I was quite a shy person who kept to myself and just worked on school, and I would always just come home and do my own thing. My favorite classes in high school were definitely all the science ones, whether it was physics, chemistry, or just basic earth science. I always had almost perfect grades in all of those classes, and I loved my teachers. It was really enjoyable for me. Believe it or not, I actually decided not to go to my high school graduation because there was a massive world tournament in Vietnam for a month, and I decided that that was more important than going up on stage and just being handed my diploma. Mobile Legends, it's a 5v5 game where you have to basically have a strategy that's stronger than your opponents, and that starts with the 5 heroes that you play. Over 100 heroes in the game, and you just need to outsmart the enemies in any way possible. Whether that be you can acquire more gold, which will get you stronger, more items, out-rotating. There's a lot of strategy that can go into it. At the time it was created, us 5 on the Valley were pretty much the strongest in all of our roles, respectively, for Mobile Legends. So we all decided, why not just make a team and do the best we can for M4 and see if we could do maybe even better than 3rd place this time. And that's kind of how it came about.
In 2021, as a member of BTK, MobaZane journeyed to Singapore to take on the world at the M3 Championship.
MobaZane, this man, he is untouchable. MobaZane, what is this? He outplays a 1v4, and he's going for the maniac. What is going on?
As huge underdogs, BTK shocked the world when they defeated Blacklist International in the quarterfinals.
Well done! They have won it! The biggest upset here so far! BTK have beaten Blacklist International! North America has come!
I think we're gonna win it all.
MobaZane would go on to face Blacklist International once again in the lower bracket final.
In a 1v4, this might be the end, boys. He's gonna get taken down! Blacklist International! What a performance by BTK.
Say what you will about BTK. They may not have taken home the trophy this World Championships, but they've won our hearts.
I think a lot of the outside people, everyone looking into M3, the fans and everybody that knew about it was very happy in our 3rd place, but I think everyone on Team BTK knew that we could have won that tournament, and that stuck with me for a few months afterwards. It pushed me a lot harder to actually get the job done in M4, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. chess can help with a lot of aspects in life. I mean, it teaches really good lessons that anybody can use, you know, such as sacrificing and looking for the long-term benefit and everything. Chess in general can just teach you a lot of really great life lessons. Chess is it's a great game, actually. You start out exactly the same, but with minor improvements to your position and just slowly building up your strategies and tactics, you could beat the enemy even though you both started out on an equal playing field. After M3 and getting 3rd place, I would say I was probably the most disappointed out of everyone in the whole team because I really thought we were able to win it all. And I think we probably could have won it all if we just played a bit better, myself included, and hopefully for M4, we're able to seal the deal this time. I've heard the line saying that I'm famous internationally, but not nationally, because I have fans from pretty much all over the world, but not too many people know me in the United States. So I could be walking down the street pretty much in Indonesia or Philippines and I'll get stopped and asked for pictures, but here I could walk all I want and almost nobody recognizes me. It's pretty funny, actually, yeah. Oh, it's cold, right? Come on, you wanna walk? Let's go. Even though I would love to have a girlfriend, I just don't think it's the best time right now because of how focused I want to be. And it would definitely take away some of my focus, and I'd have to give it to the girlfriend, of course. So I try to stay away from that, even though sometimes I do miss it. Or if I do want one, I just have to stay focused right now. Maybe after M4 we'll see, depending on how M4 goes.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the group draw for the M4 World Championship. For Group D, it'll be the Valley of North America. Do you think any of the teams there are really going to give you a very hard time?
I think our group stage will be quite easy for the Valley, and I think we'll breeze right through it, to be honest.
Who will claim the next upper bracket seat?
Fly Chicken, the Soul Man, while charged as a Hail Mary, and there you go. Team NACT will find the dub against the NARAP, the Valley.
Group stage didn't go as well as we might have thought it would, but I think we'll do okay.
They had a rocky group stage.
They definitely had a very, very rocky group stage, and I think there was just so much hype, and now people are starting to doubt them. But I will say, you know, I had some words with Zane, I've had some words with some of the team, and Zane still feels confident.
The Valley with the chokehold over BurnX Flash right now. Basic gonna shred down on your ATM, and this could be it. Down goes BurnX Flash. The Valley will not burn. They will go forth.
This time we will see the Valley from North America take on Todak of Malaysia. Only one will survive.
MobaZane just, I don't know what he's doing. He's basically showing who's boss. It's gonna be Toda fighting for survival in the lower brackets. The Valley, they're crashing on the core. And ladies and gentlemen, the Valley survives.
We've witnessed two intense matches yesterday, both going to full games where they could only be one victor. Which teams will join them today and advance to the next stage?
From North America, give it up for the Valley!
My
goodness. The Valley, they're hungry. They're looking for the big one right there. Gusta Lugusta gets wiped out of the map. Sega Fender airstrike will not be able to do anything as well. The Valley, they were looking for blood.
One more is all the Valley needs. Game number 4.
And now MobaZane pushing on the Vantage King.
I got Beatrix, I got Beatrix, I got Beatrix.
Yo, now the basic. Oh, look at them. They're hungry and they want the kills. The Valley is just stalling on Brazil.
We are down to another lower bracket match between the Valley and Onyx Esports.
Zane opening up the map once again. Supershark following through as well. Fight everyone! The Valley crumble 1 by 1. They want to look for the end right here, right now. That's the cannon hitting up. White Chicken's immortality's gonna fall. That's the recon from Suns. It is the white map by Onyx as they progress to the next stage of the lower brackets at M4.
Onyx has slain the antagonists. The NPL slayers themselves. Gone. The Sky Kings, they are the heroes of NPL.
What up, everyone? I'm back in LA from Jakarta, about to get on my next flight to New York. Extremely tired, just got done with a 16-hour flight. And M4's finished now. Top 5 was definitely not as good as I was hoping for. And I'm not quite too sure where I'll go from here. I might try to play in some Asian tournaments and move over to Indonesia or Philippines, something like that. But for now, nothing's too certain. I'm just gonna keep streaming, keep doing my thing, and then hopefully I can work for something better.
Never giving up on you, on you. Never giving up on you, on you, on you.
I mean, it's pretty disappointing considering how well BTK did in M3. I really thought that we were going to do fine in M4. I mean, I'm distraught over it. There's really nothing to say because everybody expected better from me. I expected better from me. So it's a big hit, and honestly, I'm not quite sure where I would go from here in terms of my ML career. When people think about Mobile Legends, I want to be one of the first names that pops into mind for esports. And winning a few world championship titles, to me, that's the best feeling in the world.